Feelings and needs are honestly, in some ways, the God-given way we can speak the psychology of our being. But feelings and needs just take us into the deeper regions of who we're made to be. So what do we're made to see who we're made to be and do what we're made to do. We awaken to how we're made. We learn how to live life on life's terms. And then our job, so to speak, is to become sanctuaries. We're made to become the people who people go to, because we've walked the journey of becoming people who people can come to. In other words, we're familiar with people having a need to get to a place called a sanctuary. We're made to become the people of restored, so we can be restorers, redeemed, so we can be redeemers, recreated, so we can help a person trust recreation. We're made to be the carriers of hope who aren't ashamed of it and can give it to others. Do you see? So we're made to grow into, I would not say powerful people. We're made to grow into fully present people who, because of our full presence, we end up being, frankly, powerful because we're attractive to those people who know poverty like we once did. Honestly, I hate to say it this way, but the Beatitudes are very clear. If you haven't known poverty, and I don't mean poverty of necessarily the physical, but because a lot of people know physical poverty and don't know poverty. I'm talking about unless a person knows poverty of heart, the kingdom of heaven is frankly not theirs yet. That's the first beatitude. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. And it breaks their hearts because what happens next is blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. They brought their full neediness and having nowhere else left to go, and therein, at the end of the rope, so to speak, they fall against the door opens, and there's the king. And the king says, I've been waiting for you. And when we thought it was over, it was our beginning. And that's where a lot of times some people have heard me say that the worst of us get the best of God. And I don't mean we need to be bad. What I mean is the most impoverished, those with the greatest need, wind up having the greatest amount of room for the greatest amount of God. And that to me is so much the story of the sinful woman in Luke 7, when Jesus at Simon's house, the sinful woman comes in and has heartbreak all over Jesus's feet. Her tears, her past, her sin, her hopes, her dreams, her longings, her wishes, her feelings are all poured out upon him. Then she takes the best gift she could possibly have, which I suspect she got in a place that would be shameful. She was a very impoverished woman with a highly expensive gift in her hands. Either she stole it, or it was given to her for a payment, possibly. She pours it out on Jesus' feet, sort of like the wages of her sin on his feet. And after she does so, he says, your faith has saved you. And in that outpouring of her neediness, she ends up being the worst because Simon was considered the best. And Jesus calls this woman of great ugliness, so to speak, a person of faith. So that's what I mean when I say the worst of us, the neediest of us, get the most of God because we have room. We're not self-sufficient, so to speak.